Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of the Book Review Blog. Today I'm going to review the novella In the Tall Grass. It was written by Stephen King and his son Joe Hill. So this is the second novella that I've reviewed by both men. And so I'll get started. In the Tall Grass is about a brother and sister who are named Cal and Becky DeMuff. And at the time of the story, Becky is pregnant, I believe in her maybe 5th or 6th month. And the father has run away, so she's planning on raising the baby herself. And one of the things that you learn in the story is that Cal and Becky are very close. They're closer than most siblings. They kind of they know each other's minds. They kind of know what the other one is thinking. They're not twins where you'd think, oh, this would be normal in like a twin situation. However, again, they are very close. And when the story starts, they are driving from, I believe the East Coast, like Maine, New Hampshire, to the West Coast of California. And at the time, they're in the town of Nebraska, or they're in the state of Nebraska. I believe probably somewhere near like Hemingford Home, a popular Stephen King Nebraska destination. And they're driving in the car, and all of a sudden, Becky hears somebody yelling for help. And so she alerts Cal to pull over, and so maybe that they can help this person. And so they're kind of in the middle of nowhere on this road. They pull into a church, and next to the church is this field of tall grass. And so they pull over and try to make sure they hear the voice again. And they realize that they do hear it again, and it's kind of a small boy's voice, and it's coming from inside the grass. And the boy is saying, help, help, we're lost. We need someone to help us. And so Cal and Becky do go into the grass to try and help them. And that's where the story really starts to go off, because once they're in the grass, it becomes kind of like an alternate kind of parallel reality where like the world kind of shifts because it's in kind of both Becky and Cal's perspectives once they get into the grass. Towards the beginning of the book, it was in Becky's perspective. But in the beginning, Cal and Becky start by walking together, but then, of course, they get separated, as many kind of horror genres like this are. And so they try to find each other and try to find the people who are asking for help and try to find a way out. So, and once you get in, again, like I said, once you get into this grass, it becomes, like really long and really far journey, and you may think that, like, the road is ahead of you, but in reality or in the grass, it's like off to one side or something. You may seem like you're heading towards a landmark, but in reality, the landmark is in the way back of you. It's very strange, and again, because it's a short novel or a short novella, that's where I'm going to leave it, and because I want you to read it. I really liked this story. It was very suspenseful and very, very scary because, again, you've seen these tall grasses, off the road, so this is kind of a story that is somewhat realistic, where you could imagine somebody going into a tall grass to maybe find somebody and maybe getting lost. But again, it does have an aura of supernaturalness to it because, again, of what happens in the tall grass. So anyway, that's it for my review. The next story that I'm going to review by Stephen King is called Guns. It's a nonfiction essay. So that will be what I review next. And I bid you all farewell and happy reading.